What's up, Alex?
You know, it's just another one of those epic times to talk about boards and bottles.
Love it. It's been a while.
But this is weird. We have a nutcracker. We have this wonderful tablecloth. I'm wearing a Santa hat. What is happening?
I know. It's got to be close to Christmas or something.
Seriously. So, if you haven't seen our show before, we want to welcome you in. This is where we talk about amazing boards, amazing bottles, and why they pair together so well. So, if you're watching for the first time, please like, subscribe, and comment. That's how we get all your good feedback.
Yep.
All right. So, am I first?
Do the honors.
Yes.
Let's see what you got.
All right. So, the pairing of the night to be beat is it's Christmas.
It is? Almost?
You know, you're getting together, everybody, you're like, what do I want to play? You can play anything. Any game works around the holidays. But what if you actually had a Christmas-themed game? I'm talking about the Ghosts of Christmas. So this came out by formerly BoardGameTables.com. And they do this amazing thing where they do reboots all the time. So this game actually is from a Japanese game maker, game designer, and they, I guess, pay them or steal the concept, whatever it might be, and they rebranded, and this is amazing. So they took this game, I think it was about like cherry blossoms before, but now it's all of a sudden about the Ghost of Christmas.
Okay.
So it's just like Christmas Carol. That's exactly what it is.
It looks like we got Scrooge and some ghosts on the cover, right?
Exactly.
All right.
So it's just like Christmas Carol, but it's a trick-taking game.
Okay.
So if you've ever played a trick-taking game, it's all about following suit, but then there's like a trump that you can play to take tricks. So you're trying to get these tricks, and you bid on how many you think you're going to get, and that's always the fun of it, is trying to get that bid right, you know, if you've ever played spades or hearts or whatever. So in this game, it's really different because there is like a past, present, and future, just like the ghosts, right?
Okay.
Of past, present, and Christmas yet to come. And so on your turn, you can actually play a card down on either the past, the present, or the future. So, and these three tricks are going to be played out. But, you know, as opposed to just having to play the first trick, you can actually be playing like a trick or two ahead. And you can see how other people are doing. And so if you're in the lead, then your card becomes the suit that people are going for. It might sound confusing, but you play it once or twice, and it's amazing. And if you love trick-taking games, this is up your alley because it is going to mess with your mind.
So I have not played this yet. So do you have 3 tricks going at the same time?
100%.
That get resolved in like a particular order?
Yes.
That sounds
always
amazing.
The past, then the present, then the future.
I'm excited to play this.
So I brought this. I played it over Thanksgiving just to test it out with my folks that play euchre, if you know that card game. And oh my gosh, they loved it. They played Bridge 2 and stuff like that. But it was messing with them. These are veteran card players. And my wife was there, and she doesn't play as many cards. And I think she won. So, I mean,
cool.
It's good for everyone. So, I enjoy this game a lot. It's very well themed, right? You got little Ebenezer's or, you know, Scrooge's hat here.
Oh, which first player marker?
Like matches.
Oh, it does. Nice.
My little toy maker. Yeah, first player, and there's all kinds of good stuff. And of course, this comes with an expansion that allows you to do, it's not just past, present, and future. It is also beyond. Oh. So you can do like a 4th trick thing. Anyways.
That's cool. That sounds really great. I can't wait to play it.
And BoardGameTables.com are all played. They are awesome because they've got this wonderful little box game. So you can pack this and take this anywhere, especially if you're visiting people for the holidays. I love it.
That's cool.
Must have. So what do we pair this exciting game with, Dan?
You're gonna have to tell me, man. I don't remember any drinking in the Christmas Carol.
What do you think Ebenezer Scrooge would be drinking?
Probably like a port by the fire.
Oh, not too bad. Old Fezziwig.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yes.
That's amazing.
You gotta love it. Sam Adams came out with their line. There you go, friend.
Love it.
So yeah, the Old Fezziwig, rich and spiced. It is delicious and tasty. It's exactly what you would expect from a holiday seasoned ale. It's tasty, and I'd like to think that, you know, this is what Ebenezer Scrooge drank at the Fezziwig ball before he became all
before he was all miserly.
Crazy, crotchety, miserly.
Cheers, guys.
Very rich, very spicy. It's lovely.
Yeah, that tastes a lot like Christmas.
It is. And right under that 20, that 6%, is pretty nice. And it's 25 IBU, so it's not
it's
completely non-hopped. It's just,
No, but it's very sweet, like a lot of cinnamon and stuff going on in that. Rich and spiced. That's what it says on here. I 100%.
Gotta love it. All right, so this is the game to beat, and I'd love to hear how you think you have a better gift to bestow on somebody.
I'm just enjoying that, man.
It is tasty.
All right, well, I took a little bit of a different angle to this Christmas episode.
Oh.
So I did. I thought a little bit outside the box. You guys are going to have to go with me a little bit on this, okay? So for me, we talked about doing some Christmas games, and in my head, sometimes I struggle with what to get for people. I kind of know what they like.
It's not just always whiskey? You don't just always get whiskey?
It's not. Sometimes you got to look and say, like, what would I like to have under the tree? Like, what is something completely ridiculous that I would not spend money on myself, but if somebody got it for me, I would just absolutely love it. So I'm thinking big. I'm thinking bold. I'm thinking ridiculous.
I don't even know.
Oh, hang on. Oh my goodness. I'm back here still.
Wow.
So, I brought Foundations of Rome for us to play tonight.
You can't even fit that under the tree.
I know. We can't even fit this in the screen. So this one is a little bit difficult to get. They are starting to deliver on their most recent Kickstarter. I'm going to flip this thing around so you guys can see a little bit about what is in here. Because this game is a masterpiece. Like, it is so big, so unnecessary in what is in here. And I apologize. I'm waiting for the newest Kickstarter to come in.
You got that white space there that's going to be for the monuments when it comes in, right? And the 5th player expansion.
Of course. So
I love this game.
So yeah, we do. We both love this game. So if you're not familiar with it, this game is completely plastic hog. I'm sure there's lots of microplastics. This is bad for the environment, but it's good for game night. So
the most overproduced game.
It is. And so everybody's going to get a tray like this. And this has everything you need to play. So within your tray are these giant chunky buildings. Like, can you see these? Wow. Like, look at them. And this tray is just full of them. So what you're doing with Foundations of Rome is you're putting out these buildings, you're claiming territories and building these things up. You're racing for money, you're racing for population, and it's just a blast. You can teach this game in 5 minutes. A play of it lasts, maybe a half hour, 45 minutes?
It's such a fast game, and if you played it once before, I mean, forget about it. It's so easy.
It is. It really is.
But it's just fun because, the space that you want, you don't have money for, but somebody else gets it, and then they put a building in there that plays off of everything that everybody else has. So it's all about just making sure that your money, you're timing everything right, because also if somebody goes out, you don't have turns to do everything you want.
Exactly. And so one of the other things you've got to consider is there's these little property claim markers, and it never fails. Like, you've got this big turn ready to go, and all of a sudden, like, you're out of property markers, and you can't buy this, like, key piece of your village that you need in order to score crazy buku points. So this one of my favorites. Like, if you got Foundations of Rome for somebody for Christmas, like, they would be your best friend for life.
Yes. Did you get it for me for Christmas?
I didn't. Robert, like...
No best friends for life.
Arcane Wonders, like, we're waiting on this Kickstarter. Like, you guys gotta make this come in. You guys would really make some people's Christmas if it did.
It's true. I backed it, and I'm still waiting for it a year or so later. It's coming. I know it is.
Amazing game. Foundations of Rome. Can't wait to get the monuments in. Can't wait to get the 5th player expansion in.
Because our game group normally is 5 to 6 to 7 people, so that 5 spot means it's way more playable.
It does. It means it's going to hit the table quite a bit more.
That's the other bad thing. The only one really bad thing about the Ghost of Christmas is it's 3 to 4.
Oh, so yeah.
you really have to.
You got to have your stuff together
Yep.
with player count on that one.
All right, Dan. So amazing game, hands down, a fabulous pick for Under the Tree. So,
is.
what do you pair it with?
So, I don't know. I mean, I was thinking Rome, like really fancy wine.
Oh,
I know nothing about wine though, so I don't know what's fancy.
in the carafe, like one of those huge urns or something. And...
Yeah. Feed somebody grapes. No, where I went with this.
Uh-oh.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm coming for that number one spot. Like Blood Rage, you're in trouble.
Oh my god.
Sorry, Eric Lang, because he cares, you know.
Yeah, he does.
We're right. But so what I was thinking is excess, something completely unnecessary, large, overproduced in a sense that like it's just mushing all this stuff together. So I went with a brand of whiskey that I absolutely love, but it's one that you don't see very often because of the price of it. So I got us a bottle of Foregate to try. So if you guys have not seen Foregate yet, they're doing some really, really cool stuff. They've partnered with the Kelvin Cooperage, and this is the Kelvin collaboration number 5. So Kelvin Cooperage, they do really small barrel counts. And so their goal is to find the most amazing whiskey and then put it in the most amazing barrels and then do cool stuff with it. So the Kelvin collaboration 5 is in Australian Mariposa sherry casks.
Well said.
And then finished in dark rum añejo casks.
What?
So me and my brothers sampled a little bit of this just to see how amazing it is, and it's not going to disappoint. Like this is a tasty pour.
Bring it on.
And like again, if you have a whiskey fan in your life and you want to get them a super, super nice bottle,
This guy.
find a bottle of Foregate.
You're leaving that, by the way, right? At my house?
No, definitely not. And we will be restricting pours for people because the game night crowd is not going crazy on this.
Oh my gosh! Thank you for bringing this.
Oh, no problem at all.
All right, I restricted my pour there.
Oh no, you're good. You are good. For you guys, we need to get the full analysis of this whiskey. Now this,
That's an interesting nose.
if you guys are like the casual whiskey person, might not enjoy this quite as much. To me, this is a whiskey. It's, you know how some whiskeys people call them crushable because like they are just so wonderful, so smooth, so great. This is not a crushable whiskey. This whiskey will grab you by the beard and be like, focus on what's going on in here. Like, pay no attention to anything else because this deserves your attention.
Well, cheers, Dan.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Yeah, it's just fabulous. There's so much dark fruit. That sherry and the finish just goes on and on and on.
And the añejo.
It's 117 proof.
Oh, wow.
It tastes hot.
Not that hot.
No, but you know it's there. You know it's not an 80 proofer. It's enjoyable. All around enjoyable. And it's going to pair well with a game that is excessive and something that you would love to have under your tree.
I agree. So we refill the glass at the end of each of the 3 ages, right?
Maybe. I mean, it's we can drink a little bit of this.
This is so good.
Unfortunately, these are pricey. I mean, I think most of their bottles are about $200. Mm-hmm. So it's not one that you're going to drink on a regular Saturday night. But if you need a reason to celebrate, and Christmas is a reason to celebrate, family's a reason to celebrate, your game night group once a year deserves to drink something exceptional. I think this is it. I think that game is it. Yeah, that's gaming paradise.
I cannot wait to drink this again tonight and play that. That sounds amazing. What a great pairing. Thanks for bringing that, Dan.
No
so,
problem.
the question that everybody always cares about is where does this go on our list? Right now, our list has grown so much that
It's huge.
I'm only putting up the top 25 now. Like, who cares about the rest? I mean, you can go and see it on Board Game Geek, I will say, right?
There's still some exceptional stuff.
Our full list is located on Board Game Geek. But top 25 will be at the end of the episode. So, does Ghosts of Christmas with the old Fezziwig Ale crack the top 25? Is our question.
So where are we looking on the top 25 now?
I mean, the top 25 ends right around, I think, Sequoia Viticulture, and it'll get pushed out for sure from yours. So, I mean, so many good games, so many good whiskeys and drinks at this point. It's getting hard to get into that top 25.
It is. I do think, like, I'm looking at Camel Up. I know it's above there. I haven't played that game, but just the Fezziwig and the explanation of the game has me thinking it's going to
And above
jump
that
over there.
is Pandemic with my, stowaway whiskey, as I called it. So
that
I
was good.
don't know if it beats that. I'll be honest. I love the pairing. I love the theme. I love that we have a holiday game themed that you can play, right? But I'm thinking that that's a good place, right above Camel Up. All right, takes the
I'm with
spot. Love it. Now, on to the tough part. Where in the world do we go with Foundations?
Foundations and Foregate.
Oh my gosh. So,
I'll tell you right off the bat, I don't think it beats Blood Rage. I wanted to come up with something that would challenge Blood Rage. I don't think it does.
does it take over Rajas of the Ganges and the Amrut Bagheera?
So this is where I think the discussion really happens. I
right.
think it beats Godfather and the Smoking Carbine.
I agree. 100%.
Sorry, Rod. Godfather is going to be out of the top 3.
And I love my Smoking Car Bomb. Still great.
It's
It
top
has
5.
its place.
It's going to be top 5. But the Rajas and Amrut, gosh,
So, Rajas is another game I love.
me too. And the Amrut,
Foundation.
I
So the
love,
games
too.
are so on par, right?
They
So
are.
it starts becoming about the pairing. It really is always about the pairing.
Yep.
Do you believe that the Amrut, right, Indian whiskey, specialized?
I think the
edition,
theme goes.
It's tough.
I mean, it's an Indian whiskey, Indian game, jungles, Bagheeras.
This is just so good.
It is. It is really good.
I'm trying not to get bamboozled by how amazing Foregate is, and the whiskey nerd in me that gets excited that it's on my table right now. Trying to stay close to earth here.
I know.
I know Amrut also is only overseas edition, so we have to always buy it from overseas.
Yep. But I mean, the same is true with Foregate. I mean, you're having these batches. So I specifically got the Kelvin Collab 5. This is you're not gonna be able to find this in next year. I mean, there'll be other Foregates that are out there, and some of them are fabulous. And I'm not selling the Collab 5 as the one to go with. It's just Foregate in
So are
general.
you thinking it takes the silver place with its silver coins, or do you think it comes to a close third?
To me, it's a coin flip, man. I could go either way on it. Like, they're
Let's
so close.
figure this out, Dan.
Well,
right.
so hang on. So
I'm about to flip a bottle cap.
so I want to be scientific about this.
All right. This takes some discussion. I understand.
So you walk into a game hall,
Yes.
and they've got both games set up. They've got Rajas, and somebody's got a bottle of Amrut Bagheera sitting right there, and then somebody's got Foundations of Rome set up, and they've got a bottle of Foregate. Which table are you sitting at?
See, that's funny because I would go to one and you would go to the other.
You think?
I do. But you're the bourbon guy and I'm the scotch guy.
Well, no, I was thinking I actually probably would go to Rajas.
Really?
I think so.
All right. Well, I think you came up with a very good way to look at that.
Okay.
It's tough to
Scientific.
put it in the bronze.
Science!
But it's so close.
It is.
That's definitely top
It is. It's
3
splitting
material.
hairs.
It's unbelievably good.
Yeah, it is a good one. Blood Rage, I'm coming for you. Don't know what I got next, but
Well, all right. That was amazing, Dan. And I love this holiday episode that we did. I hope you have a wonderful holiday. I hope everybody out there
too.
has a wonderful and safe holiday. Please make sure to listen to this man when he tells you.
Game hard, drink responsibly.
Cheers, everyone.
Stay safe, guys.
Woo!